What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 45, and we start today's episode off by seeing that Hosagai is concerned, and it's just one of these normal conversations you get with your players every now and then where they say that they're not getting the team, and apparently the media make up a story, and blah 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 blah. I really don't care, but anyway, he's concerned, and I really don't care because he's not a first team member anymore, and at the end of the day, it's one of those things you can't do anything about it anyway, because even if you put him back in the first team, they'll still complain, but still, we take on Hoffenheim for today's first game. As you can see by the league table as well, we're 3 points behind the leaders Bayern Munich, and I think 2 points behind Dortmund in second. So mathematically, with 2 games to go, there is still a chance of winning this title. Thanks to Kevin Volland's last-minute winner in the last game over Hanover, there is still a chance we could win this title. But of course, that does mean we have to win our remaining 2 games and hope that Bayern Munich and Dortmund both slip up, because we've got to play each other on the final game of the season as well. So it's very, very unlikely, but mathematically, it's still possible. But we take on Hoffenheim here, and the first chance to game would fall there, but thankfully, Ter Stegen made the save. And in the 29th minute here, we get a ball to Ginter. Ginter finds Sebastian Young. Young gets past his man. Really good chance here. He takes a ball around his man, plays a great through ball towards Kevin Volland. I try and finesse it into the corner, but unfortunately, the Belgian goalkeeper Casteels makes the save and keeps it at 0-0. And in the 33rd minute here, Robin gets on the ball and finds William Carvalho. Carvalho tries to take it around his man, but can't get past him, so he offloads to Herman. Herman finds Young. Young then gets on the ball and plays it forward towards Robin. Robin finds Meyer. Meyer offloads it to Schmelzer. Schmelzer finds Meyer finds Robin. Really nice passing. Casteels fails to deal with the cross. It falls to Sigurdsson, and Sigurdsson puts it into the back of the net. So the goalkeeper, caught in no man's land, really didn't deal with the cross well enough, and because of that, he couldn't retreat and get back to his goal on time, and Sigurdsson just put it into the empty net, really, and he makes it 1-0. So 1-0 in front, and directly from kickoff, Hoffenheim would try and respond as Hamad, the number 11, gets onto the ball, finds Beck, the right back who I was considering signing. He plays a great ball forward towards the striker, but Ter Stegen makes a good save, and it is still 1-0. But as I check the scores at half time, both Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich will win at home by a goal to nil. So we needed them both to lose these games, and unfortunately they were both winning. So any chance of us winning the title now, after looking at those half-time scores, were all but over, unfortunately. So we'll be playing for pride really now. It was a real hopeful wish that they will both slip up, but of course it was never going to happen. But even so, it was a real hopeful wish. But still, because they were both winning, it meant that regardless of what would happen in this game, it would not matter. We wouldn't be able to claim a place for trying to win the title on the final day. And as you can see here, as Hoffenheim go down the left hand side here, they cross it in, and the header is met in the centre and goes past Ter Stegen. So we couldn't even hold on for the 3 points, it would seem. So unfortunately for us, we conceded with just under 12 minutes to go. So because of that, Hoffenheim are back on level terms. 5 minutes later, we had our chance to put ourselves back in front as Schultz goes down the left wing here. He keeps on going, offloads it towards Kevin Volland against his former club. He shoots, but it's a good save by Casteels, and it's cleared away. So still 1 apiece, and that was indeed how the game would finish. So the Olympiastadion crowd would get to their feet and applaud what's been a very respectable effort, but unfortunately that draw does mean that we won't be able to win the title on the final day. We wouldn't have been able to do so anyway, even if we won the game, because Dortmund and Bayern have got to play themselves on the final game of the season anyway. But as you can see here, they both won their games, and unfortunately for us, that does mean that we will not be able to win the title on the final game of the season. As you can see here, we're 5 points behind Bayern Munich, we're 4 points behind Dortmund in second, and we're 5 points clear of Schalke in fourth. That means we have cemented a 3rd place finish. So it's been better than expected. I think that's the best phrase to use this season. It really has done. Yes, of course, it would have been great to challenge for the title. It would have been lovely to do that, but we gave it a real go, to get to the second but last game of the season, the penultimate game of the season, and only then to fall out of the title race. That's still quite good, that's actually really quite good. Yes, we're a 4.5-star team now, so improving all the time, but that's still quite good. And, I'm pretty pleased with our progress this year. We have moved up to a 4.5-star team. We have brought in some good players. We have improved the budget and so on and so forth. So, I'm relatively pleased with what we've done. It would have been nice to do even better, but, Champions League round of 16, German Cup final, a 3rd place finish. That's still something to be proud of, really. So, I'm pleased with what we got. But anyway, for the final game of the season, we took on Stuttgart away from home. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are going to be asking, why did you play this game? Basically, you're finished in third. You can't go higher or lower. Why didn't you just simulate it? Well, it's because there was only 1 game, and what I really didn't want to do was have an episode that was like 5 minutes long, because otherwise people would be like, oh my god, why are you doing short videos? So I thought I'd play this game just to give you some bonus footage, and well, I was very pleased pleased that I did play this game, because the first game would fall in, first chance of the game would fall in the 10th minute, and the first goal would fall there as well. Advijaj, who we signed from Schalke at the start of the season, this is only his second game for the club, and he makes it 1-0 there with basically his first touch. So 1-0 and a very good start for us. And in the 20th minute here, Zelalem gets on the ball, another great chance. He finds Oschinali here, he plays it well out wide towards Serge Gnabry, who shoots, but it's a good save by the goalkeeper and it is cleared away. So a good chance, but still 1-0. However, as Stuttgart play the ball around, eventually they give it away as Oschinali makes his interception here. He plays it over the top towards Advijaj, another great chance here. He stops the ball, rolls it back, shoots, it's blocked, it comes back to him, he shoots again. It's a good save by the goalkeeper though, and it is cleared away. So a couple of really good chances there, but still 1-0. But all the chances coming to us, despite us playing a complete backup side here, just to rest the players for the German Cup final, we were still playing fantastically well. And in the 29th minute, as Werner gets on the ball, he gets past his man, really good chance here, nice double step over, keeps on going and shoots, the goalkeeper spills it, and Oschinali ends up acrobatically kicking the ball into the back of the net. So Stuttgart 0, Hertha Berlin 2, with under half an hour on the clock, and despite us using a complete backup side, we were playing fantastically well. So 2-0, and what a start to this game. However, in the stroke of half time here, Maxime gives it down the left hand side towards Traore. Traore sprints down the left hand side and plays it in towards Toivonen, is that how you pronounce his name? And the striker goes through anyway, and the big number 9 makes it 2-1. So unfortunately for us, Stuttgart are back on turns back in the game, and as you can see by the half time scores, I thought I'd show you this anyway, Bayern Munich were beating Borussia Dortmund. So Borussia Dortmund had to win that game if they were to win that title, and they were losing away at Bayern Munich. So it looked like Bayern Munich were going to claim the title once again. And in the 48th minute here, Harnik gets on the ball for Stuttgart here, keeps on going, rise to challenge of Jonathan Tah, plays it through towards Maxime. His shot hits the post, and then just so unlucky, it just hits Marian Sarr, my centre back, and unfortunately Traore has the simplest of finishes. So Stuttgart 2, Hertha Berlin 2, and we surrendered a 2-goal lead, and the home side are back on level terms. So that was so annoying. It's my fault obviously, but I just couldn't get the ball away quick enough. And unfortunately for us, in the 60th minute here, on the stroke of the hour mark, Gentner plays the ball in field, and again it's a real scramble. Areola can't deal with it, and it's another goal for Toivonen. So once again, it's a real shame. I just couldn't defend in this game. The attacking was really nice, I was playing some good football, but my defence was really poor, and Stuttgart came from 2-0 down to be leading 3-2. And in the 64th minute here, Rudiger plays the ball forward towards Harnik, down the right hand side. The number 7 keeps holding the ball, crosses the ball in, and the number 9 makes it 4-2 with a fantastic acrobatic finish. So a hat-trick for the number 9 there, and Stuttgart, who were 2-0 down inside the first half an hour, were now 4-2 up with just over an hour played. So a great turnaround by them, but really my defence was just shocking. But in the 73rd minute here, Da Costa gets on the ball, finds Yashil finds Advijaj, fake shots around his man and finds Yashil, and it's a very nice finish by the striker to make it 4-3. So possibly a late comeback here, who knows. Very nice finish though, and the following chance would fall here in the 77th minute, and it was going to be to the home side though, as Harnik gets on the ball, goes down the right hand side, really good chance here, swings in across, but Maxime's header hits the bar, and Da Costa gets the ball away. So still 4-3 as things stood, as we get the ball away eventually here, and that was how the game would finish. So a 4-3 loss. I have to say, despite losing the final game of the season, I was still very pleased with the performance. You know, we had a complete backup side out there. The average rating of the players must have been like 70 or 71, which isn't very good at all, but the fact we were able to get ourselves 3 goals in that game was very, very nice. And you know, it was disappointing that I conceded 4 goals and didn't play very well on defence, but at least I gave it a good go. And we do end the season with a loss, but it's still been a good season overall. And as you can see, we got almost £9 million for our final league position, where of course we did finish in 3rd place, and Bayern Munich did indeed win the title as well. So Bayern Munich, who had an awful start this season, came back from the dead and won the title. You got to praise that effort, you really do, as they beat Dortmund on the final day to win the title. And yeah, we do finish in 3rd place, so it's not a bad finish for us really. I'm very pleased with it. And yeah, there you go. The goalkeeper of the tournament was Manuel Neuer. Rudnevs of Hamburg won the Golden Boot, and also the team of the competition, we only got 1 player in there, which was funnily enough Ter Stegen. So although he didn't win the goalkeeper of the tournament, he still got into the team of the week, so team of the season. So how about that? But here's a look at the top scorer charts. Rudnevs, of course, one that you would have seen there. We did see Vollen get onto the score sheet as well, coming in 14th place. Just imagine if Lasogga would have stayed in, he surely would have won top scorer. But Sigurdsson won the assist charts, and for clean sheets, Ter Stegen came 3rd. So yeah, a relatively decent season overall. Like I said, I was pleased with the progression we've made with the squad. We look a lot stronger as a team now. I'm definitely confident of challenging for the title next year. And yeah, it's been a good season for us all round, really. But I had to show you this as well. I looked up Lasogga just to see how he's developed at Real Madrid. He's now an 87 rated striker valued at £32 million. Yeah. Crazy. So did I make a mistake in selling this guy? I'll hold my hands up. I think I did. I think I made a big mistake in selling Lasogga, but still, unbelievable development. And next year, I'm seriously contemplating spending all my budget on him. I may not have enough, but who knows. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, because that's much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out. And I'll see you for the next episode of my Next Gen Career Mode very soon, which will be the one-game highlight special of the German Cup final against Eintracht Frankfurt. Oh, it's been played live as well.